Right then, you're going to forgive me for not shouting because I'm on a train and I don't want to be that dickhead recording on the train, but I am that dickhead that's recording on the train. So, United against West Ham, FA Cup, Old Trafford. West Ham have only won one of their last 20 away games at United in all competitions. They've drawn 4, they've lost 15 of them. David Moyes not having the greatest of seasons this season, and they've only defeated United once in the last 8 meetings in all competitions. So, unless we've got a bit of a hangover from Sunday, unless we rotate, unless we rest, I expect Manchester United to get this one done. We have also won the last 13 of our 15 home FA Cup games and drawn 2 since the last time we got beat, which was against Arsenal in 2015. Hallmark of David Moyes this season has been a really, really rigid 4-2-3-1. In the defensive phase, he makes it 4-2 or a 4-4-1-1. In the attack, you often see one of the midfielders trying to link up with Antonio. They are trying to press high up the pitch. However, in recent weeks, Moyes is starting opt-in for a 3-5-2. But I don't know if they're just getting results on chance or if it's actually making them look a little bit better. What it has had an impact on is the win back. So in attack, you're seeing one or both of them getting forward, overloading, and then they're having the attacking players become a little bit inverted, giving them loads of options across the different channels at a pitch. And you're seeing the likes of Fornals, Paqueta, Benrahma, Bowen, etc., finding loads and loads of space in the half space inside the box, and that's where they're creating a lot of their chances. They also have a really direct approach where they look to try and find a strike, whether that is Antonio, Scamacca, or new signing Danny Ings. And they use that really exceptional hold-up play for the likes of Antonio to bring others into play closer to goal. When they're counter-attacking, that's really easy to achieve as Antonio floats to whichever side there is space, receives it, pulls defenders with him and allows others to get beyond him. Antonio's mega at that. His powerful running off the ball also lets them chase down and press, and they get a little bit of success when they're doing that. Out of possession, as I said, they go into a 4-4-2 or potentially a 4-4-1-1. When they start pressing, it can go from being a 4-4-2 to a 4-2-4, which leaves gaps in the middle. And that's where Declan Rice starts to earn his keep a little bit, because he's got to have a lot of work and a lot of ground that he needs to cover. Starman, I think probably Jarrod Bowen. Not having the best of seasons, I don't think creatively, but he's scoring goals. He's got 8 this season. Had a slow start, but has really come into it of late, and perhaps the change of formations benefited him a little bit as well. Really clever movement, got a great finish on him, lively, and potentially could hurt you. In terms of United 11, I think he rotates. I think you see McTominay start a game. I think it will be McTominay and Spitzer in midfield with Bruno, because he don't get a rest. I think you see a bit of rotation in the back four. I think he plays Harry Maguire almost out of mercy.
That's that.
So I think he'll be...
He lifted the trophy the other day, so that
I know he lifted the trophy. I've had my photo took with the Champions League, don't mean I won it. Big Dave in that. I think he goes with Malacia, gives Luke Shaw the night off. I think he goes with Dalot. I think it'd be Harry Maguire. And I think it'd be Maguire and Martinez that he goes with. Like I said, in midfield, I think it's Sabitzer, McTominay, Bruno. And I think Antony gets a start on the right. I think Marcus gets the night off and he plays Garnacho. And then I think he goes with Weghorst up front. It could be Sancho or Garnacho, actually, on the left-hand side. Match winner for United, I think it'll be Antony. I think the spaces he'll be able to get into, and rather than going round, I expect him to be looking across centrally and creating, because you can absolutely overload the middle of West Ham's midfield, and where Souček and Rice are. If United put numbers in around there, you will open them up, and it'll hurt them in those sorts of areas. But the balance that United have had with Antony and how direct Garnacho is on the opposite side, or Sancho is on the opposite side, it'll suit what we're trying to do against West Ham. He looks like he's playing with a lot of confidence since his return. I think out wide you're going to get joy against West Ham because of the way they line up, and his work rate, tracking the wing backs, will be absolutely key. And how to beat them: wide attack with good deliveries, Defensively, West Ham are really, really narrow, so they're going to give you space in that wide area. They're not even really going to come and close you down in those areas. Fullbacks and wingers tuck in really, really tight, so you're going to have a lot of space in that area. So Antony should have a lot of time on the ball, and because of the narrowness, they get overloaded in those wide areas. It's then, can the crosses be accurate, and can you do something with it? Crosses and set pieces. West Ham are a big physical side, and they will have a big advantage in both boxes, so you've got to be careful. David Moyes is going to go old school with it, and he's going to try and prey on the corners, prey on the set pieces. Don't need to be giving stupid fouls away in our defensive third, because that could be the equaliser in the game. And I would say move it fast and switch play. Because of the narrowness of West Ham, switching play is always the antidote to opening that up. If you can drag Souček or Rice out of position, Bruno will be in space in the centre of the pitch if that's where we line up. Souček is one as well that you can definitely drag out of position because he gets a little bit giddy. He likes to go and support the fullbacks, covering those areas, and that's going to leave loads of space out for us. I'm going 2-1 win United. I think Garnacho's going to get on the score sheet. I think Antony's going to get on the score sheet. Wouldn't mind seeing the horse grab one and seeing as always interrupts me the whole way. Jake, score?
1-0 Man United. 1-0.
Jake say 1-0. Right, let us know yours in the comments. I'll see you in a bit.
2-1 West Ham today. Yeah. I'll say 1 United, but 2-1 United.
That's not what you just said. What did you say?
2-1, either way.
Balled it. Balled it.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.
Crosses and set pieces. West Ham are really, really big, really physical side.
Mesdames, Messieurs, cette Eurostar à destination de Londres, Saint-Pancras International va prenez garde à la fermeture automatique des portes. Attention au départ. Les consignes de sécurité sont à votre disposition à l'entrée de chaque voiture.
I've just got this last
Ladies and
paragraph.
gentlemen, this Eurostar to London Saint-Pancras International will leave the station. Please stand clear of the closing doors. You will find safety information at the entrance to the coach.